Elijah's faithful followers, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing great. It's Isaac. I'm doing pretty good myself. We got finally... Well, actually, we did it last stream, but we got some fun Feed the Pit development going on. So, today I'm going to be doing another lighting pass over the game, because previously Gunners had to do all the lighting with me kind of yelling at him, and he didn't like it. But he did pretty good. And then we discovered when we were doing the Dead Seat that we could actually have me do the lighting and export it over to him. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to make the forest way prettier. It's going to be a treat for the eyes, hopefully. So, welcome whether you are new or old. I hope you're doing good. And hey guys, listen, the latest video is only at 3 out of 10, alright? So if you've watched it or haven't watched it, watch it again. It doesn't really matter. Just watch it over and over and over again until it's the best performing video we've ever had in our lives. Thank you. Alright. Well, I'm Isaac. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to have to say that again so they know they're cute. Alright, let's go see the others. I'm Isaac.
I'm Gunner.
Who's this?
Say your name.
Loved it.
Gunner.
Why are you... I don't understand why you do that. Like, people probably don't know who you are. Like, super well, you know? I mean...
Everybody say my name in the chat. Say my name.
Alright, everyone talk Gunner.
Gunners, though. Yeah.
Gunner as well. So I really hope I see a lot of Gunners if anyone's actually listening. What took you so long to start, by the way? I was in the stream waiting, and I was about to DM you, just be like, hey man.
I always give it like 4 minutes just for people to come in. Hey, you didn't ping everyone.
I did ping everyone.
You only pinged stream ping.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
No one wants that. We should ping everyone when we do streams.
Go ahead.
You're gonna make me do it?
I'm gonna make you do it.
Why?
Everyone know I'm against this.
Why are you against this? It's
Leave
too
him
smart.
alone.
It's too smart.
Anyways, Isaac, I'm getting you an updated pixel art face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna keep it, though. Because I have something else to do. Something very fun. Called... lighting. Yes, let's do some lighting. The music's too loud. Everyone shut up.
And for anyone dyslexic, he means lighting, not lightning.
Yes, I didn't... I mean, that should be obvious. I didn't say lightning.
Well, for anyone dyslexic. Like, if you look at the spelling of it, it's lighting, not lightning.
Alright.
For anyone dyslexic.
We're gonna
Anyway,
see...
it looks like people know my name. There was one Johnny in there, but...
I have a plan for 7 different lighting scenarios. Those times of day are... I sent them to Gunner. I have to go check. Hold on. Alright. Morning, which is blue. Afternoon, which is green. Midday, which is white. Sunset, which is orange. Dusk, which is red/brown. Night, which is gray/purple. And midnight, which is black. Those are our lighting scenarios and colors. They can be mix and match. I can't just make
Bro, shut up. You're talking as a...
Whoa! $5 from some random monster! Thank you so much!
How many Nemesis characters do you plan right now that you can share?
What we're discussing potentially cutting it down a little. We had 7 planned. We might end up doing less. But I don't know yet. So we'll see. Just so we can get the game out sooner and make the experience that is there a little more polished. We'll see. But we have, you know, at most 7 planned. Wait, is that right? 8. 8 planned at most. My bad.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
I thought it was 8, but I don't know if you were counting one of them.
I was doing bad math. We might cut it down to 6. We'll see.
Or 5.
Oh, this is a great song. Bowser's Inside Story. Alright, so we're gonna start with morning, which is blue. Let's get an early morning vibe up in here. Actually, first, let's see if I can walk around in this level. So, I'll try run current scene. I don't know if people will be able to see it, though. Will they? Probably not.
Alright, so I'm going to start reading through the chat. Sonic Mobiatrix says, what are you making? We are making our game called Feed the Pit. We have a bunch of devlogs. You're welcome to check out our channel after the stream and see what we've been up to. We just released our video talking about what we did over the last year of development, kind of summarizing up, catching you up.
All right, I'm gonna share the whole screen instead. Oh wait, this is the wrong screen. Don't look at that.
Don't look at that. Dragon Dev says the game looks great so far. Thank you, Dragon Dev.
That didn't work
Dan Guy said on my channel someone of the dev saw it. Yes, that was I who shared it with everybody. Isaac, you're sharing your OBS.
I fixed it.
Okay, it was delayed. Dan Geist made a mock Dead Seat movie trailer. It's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was neat.
Go check it out. Yeah, I sent it to you guys. I just stumbled across it and I was like,
wow,
I
can't believe they adapted this without my permission.
Honestly, Dan Geist, the one thing I was really happy to see was that it wasn't AI. Yeah, he basically said like what trailers he used some of the footage from. So I was really worried it was AI at first, which would make it a lot less cool.
Okay, yeah, that's so
yeah, really cool.
Epic.
Alright, on the stream. Welcome, Big Slime. Catch more. MJ's here, chat. Hey, I found your channel today, says Croft. And it's awesome. The Dead Sea was a really fun game. Well, thank you so much. Have you beat Suffer Mode?
Is that the only way they're, like, cool?
No, that kind of, like, proves that you played the game.
Have any of us actually beat Suffer Mode?
Yeah, we all did.
We just... It doesn't matter.
I think you're... Hey, Gunnar, why don't we take a quick 5 for you? Let's take the rest of the day off.
I'm just calling you out. I mean, I could beat it probably in like an hour.
I could probably beat it. I've had enough of just Dead Seat gameplay for a while.
Okay.
Let's see what else people are saying. Flinces says, please finish the game. I've been waiting for a year. In parentheses, didn't even know it's been a year, lol. We've been waiting longer. So, just think about other people when you talk, maybe.
Shut up, Preston.
Alistair says, so what are you doing today? We are doing lighting in the forest. We're going to make it better. Ben23 says, dude, you guys inspired me so much in the game dev world. Good. Make $1 million and then give us our royalties for inspiring you. I think that's only fair. Menu reveal.
Not the menu we're using. Just so everyone's aware, that is a temporary thing.
Yeah. And we do plan to change, or at least I want to change the like main menu, like how that looks. I don't know what I want to change it to yet, but
here we go, lag time. Oh. Okay, wait, is this okay? It looks like the same.
Question: what rules do you apply to your modeling process to keep consistent poly count? For the most part, I just try to keep in mind how large the object will be in actual practice. You know, something like, let's say, a tree. I'm a little more okay with adding a couple more vertices to the circle shape over something like a light bulb. Like, I was making a light bulb the other day, and it's such a small object that I didn't want to add too many polygons, so I did end up making it a 2D asset. So I just kind of keep in mind how big it will be and how it'll look in-game. And then if I still feel like it's not hitting that style, then I can always cut down on it. I usually, whenever Isaac does some of the modeling, he sends it to me and I cut down the polygons before I texture it.
Now, Gunnar,
keep it in style.
Is there a reason you prefer to use volumetric fog over normal fog?
that's just what we've been using.
Okay, so no.
I don't have a preference. I feel you can do whatever you want with it.
Is my internet just going out? I can hear you guys just fine.
I don't know.
I mean, I think the stream's fine.
The fact that you responded to that 5 minutes later, I think I got my answer. On my end.
Was I late for you, Gunnar? Was I delayed?
No. I don't think so. I was listening to the stream while...
No, I'm lagging. It's me.
Oh, okay.
Fog flashbang? Yeah, I'll get a lot of those, honestly. Or you probably will.
MJ asks, are you guys going to add the fern you made to the forest? Already did.
Yes, that is It wasn't in the. I released a demo for them to play. That one didn't have it just because there's too many of them, and with how I coded it, I couldn't reduce how many. But I did fix that, so yeah, it technically is in now.
Interesting, guys. I'm by the way, I'm not proficient with Godot at all, so I'm kind of like, you're gonna see me getting pretty experimental in here, trying different things and seeing how it feels. We're gonna all discover together.
What software do you use to make a game?
Everybody, Isaac has done this for so long. No excuse.
What did they ask?
They're just asking what engine we use, and it's Godot.
Yes.
We're using version 4.4.1. We recently just updated to the newest version,
So I can't. I need to know how far the fog reaches. So I'm gonna just put some trees out here. Okay, and then we'll see how far they fall off. What's like? Because don't we use Gunner some? Is fog really being used right now to conceal level loading, or not really?
Conceals. Yeah, it conceals trees and like faraway objects.
Isaac, by the way, I just sent you a new head to use for streams to be more in line with our new PNG tubers.
Okay. Where are our trees? Yes. Okay. I can't tell if that seems like an engine clipping thing, not actually the fog. I think that is not right.
The trees hide after like, I don't know, 80 something.
Interesting. Okay. Ooh, oh yeah, that's starting to look better. Okay. So we need these shadows to be pretty sharp. Shadow bias is all wrong. Actually, I don't even think the grass has shadows, but I don't know yet. Neither does Gunner.
Listen.
It's gonna look kind of weird without shadows. It's the vibe I'm getting. But I don't know if our performance can take that. I mean, it has shadows here and it's running okay. Guys, I don't know how to make it not look like a line E like that, but figure it out another day, I guess.
Why can't we gamble? Okay, so Isaac's streaming the perspective right now. He doesn't have that stream avatars thing I have. My internet's been doing pretty rough lately, so we're not doing my perspective, so we will have to do without today.
Sorry, chat.
No gambling or fighting to the death.
Yeah, sadly. How long did it take?
How long did it take you to learn?
Shut up.
I mean,
Go
you
ahead.
can read it now. That's more for like you and Preston, or you and Preston, you and Isaac.
I was gonna say I don't think Isaac was reading it. How long did it take you to learn how to make most of the stuff in Feed the Pit and Blender? Isaac had some Blender experience before we started. I had none, so it took me. I feel like lately I've been getting more proficient at it, and I'm now after the Dead Seed I started actually learning how to texture paint in the software instead of just going back and forth between my pixel art software and Blender. But
Dang, Isaac, all right.
I don't know, it's kind of like, you know, I'm always learning new stuff and I always will be, so it's kind of, I guess, kind of what's like, how long did it take for me to like be able to start making things? Probably like 2 weeks. But to start making good things take a good while.
I gotta fix this grass material. And what I mean is, see how the grass is like so dark on the back and it just looks funky?
I don't know how you fix that.
Yeah, well, I gotta. So, I'm sure I can find a way, maybe. How do I access the grass material?
Well, it's technically a shader, so I don't even really know how much you could do with that.
Well, I mean, there's a texture with a material on it, right?
Yes, but it's a shader. What I'm trying to say is a shader material has a lot less attributes you can edit compared to a normal material, so you'll probably have to convert it back into a normal material.
Well, let me have a look.
Okay.
Tell me where to go. Instruct me.
It's gonna be hard with the lag, but
for those of you who are a little less, you know, lighting, I guess, aware, grass lets a lot of light go directly through it, which means if you look at grass in real life, it will be this bright on the front, but on the back side it'll also be kind of bright because the light just goes straight through it. Semi-translucent. We gotta see if we can do something like that. Make this look less funny.
Go to the environment terrain scene.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
The one where we place all the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Click on the multi-mesh in engine node.
Engine, which side of the screen is that on?
Left.
Grass.
You have to minimize those nodes.
Oh, that's not it. Wait. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay.
Okay. You have it clicked highlighted?
Yep.
Okay. Click the target mesh. Like, just expand that on the right side of the screen.
Okay.
First setting.
It's gonna be slow. Target mesh. None of these say target mesh, right?
It's under general. It's under general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
Okay. And then for the material, you're gonna have to hit the drop down and hit clear.
Okay.
And then make a new standard material 3D.
That doesn't appear to be one of these options.
Oh wait. Oh no! Not clear the entire mesh. Go back.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I said the material of the mesh. I believe I could be wrong. Loki.
Oh, I see. I didn't know how to access that. Okay. Boom. And then new standard material 3D. Okay.
Yep.
Why can't I just edit the other one?
Because I told you it doesn't have as many options.
Okay.
It's literally the only things you can change are the parameters inside of the shader, which is like very little compared to what you can change on the normal one.
All right.
But
Preston dead?
Anyway, I don't know.
Do you want me to talk over your yap session?
You're not usually silent this long. Go ahead.
Okay, in the bottom left in the file system, search for the tall_grass.png.
Oh boy. There it is.
You got this, come on. And then in the material, there's the albedo.
Is there and I drag this.
And then you drag that onto
texture.
the thing. Yeah, onto the albedo texture.
Now I gotta make it see-through. What do I do now? It looks bad.
Already.
This is goofy music.
This is what happens when I don't talk.
Come on,
welcome, Bryn. Welcome, Bryn Hopewell. Nice to see you again. Hey, sorry I haven't been here for the streams in a while. No problem.
It's like I have to break this myself to help you. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Drag. Okay. And then
I want it see-through.
Do in the transparency.
Alpha.
Yeah, do alpha. I think do alpha. Do alpha scissor?
Okay.
I actually forgot which one I did.
How can I make it not blurry?
First change the cull mode to disabled, so it shows both the front and the back.
Got it.
And then scroll down to sampling and change the filter to nearest.
I am so good at this. Thank you.
Toby Fawx versus Curious Fox Socks. Are we talking like a fist fight, or are we talking like in a dev contest?
We
Because
could
dev
probably win a
contest,
fist
Toby
fight.
Fawx, no difference. If it's a fist fight, easy us.
Well,
There are three of us.
His code is terrible, or at least the code in Undertale is sloppy, but like it's still good though.
Well, I mean, he's an amazing dev. He did it all. Except the art.
Yeah,
I mean,
He did a little bit.
he has a massive switch case though in Undertale with like dialogue. It's wild.
We love that switch case. But yeah, game development. I would say Toby Fawx makes better games. That hot take there, but
Really hot take. Well,
I'm being humble too. But fist fight, yeah, I think we beat him. He is kind of just a normal guy versus 3 other normal guys.
This transmittance seems like the right thing, but it's not transmitting. Oh wait, do I have to turn this on first? Oh wait, but why is it making it blurry? Okay, it's actually kind of
turn
fun.
on
The settings to fix it. I'm turning on subsurface scattering. Do you know what that is, Gunna?
With how much it lagged my engine, probably not good.
It lagged your engine?
Well, it took like 5 seconds to turn on. Yeah.
Alright, well we can figure out how to make it look better later, but I'm gonna probably use it for now. What is this song that's playing?
I assume. Hold up.
This light, what subsurface scattering lets some light through the thing. There might be a better material change for this, but this should get the job done for now in making me able to do lighting nicely.
All right, go
Yes?
crazy.
Oh yeah, that looks much
Go
better.
crazy, I'll go stupid.
That looks much better, actually. Except the shadows are, like, not good. God, this music is... Bro, I'm skipping this song. What is this? Animal
You
Village,
control
The
the
Legend
music,
of
no?
Zelda.
Oh, I love Animal Village from Legend of Zelda.
It's like Tem Village kind of vibes.
Does that mean all the dialogue in the game is constantly in memory? I don't think. Basically, from what I know, when in Undertale, when it calls like dialogue, it just picks this massive function and then it returns the correct dialogue. It works. It's not efficient, but like, I mean, we know the game. It's very, very good. So
Sloppy functional code is better than no code, so.
Is there a current schedule to the streams, or is it just random? We started streaming every day, every day.
Every day?
Every Monday. Every
I can't
day.
do that,
Every
man.
Monday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. But today ended up getting a little bit delayed because I had to run some errands. So Monday at 4. That's what we shoot for. Oh my goodness, that rhymed.
oh my goodness.
Give me a medal.
Alright. Now, guys, we are actually getting a scene that looks a-okay. I think I am going to use the volumetric fog. I think it looks better. And apparently it performs okay enough since Gunner's been using it like a madman.
Like Mad Max, yeah.
It's gonna do me so much.
Oh yeah, that does look better, actually. Yes, that's the way to go. It's a little... The bloom is kind of a little much, though.
You can turn it down.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to do that, actually.
Does the player have a model? No.
No.
Interesting.
Player models are for losers.
Is there a current schedule to the streams or just random?
I already
The stream...
answered that.
Oh.
Yeah, so
My
be
fault.
quiet.
I was behind.
Okay, now when I think of a morning light, it's kind of a little... Gosh, what color is morning
The blue.
light? It's
You
blue.
can look at Deathtoll reference for lightings too. We did pretty solid on that.
I'm just trying to think, is it more purple or more green? Probably more purple.
For the morning?
'Cause that
Yeah,
doesn't-
I wouldn't say
that
it.
doesn't
I wouldn't say the lighting ever really gets green.
Well, green lighting is like how the Dead Sea Forest looked, which is the same forest, I guess, technically, but...
The Dead Sea's dark.
No, when you, like, walk in the...
Oh yeah, there was. I guess there was that one case, but I mean, yeah, it's because it's filtered through the trees a little bit more, which I guess we are. But I would say
So
go
that
with
that will
purple.
be one of the lighting scenarios. Is sort of that sort of green. We're gonna try several. Okay. Well, this is. These shadows are probably too strong for morning, but I do like the way they look. Strong shadows are really nice.
Why would you use Blender for 3D low poly models? There's Blockbench. I did have somebody recommend me Blockbench, but it was kind of a case of I already spent the time learning Blender, and Blender also has just more tutorials and stuff for it. I think Blockbench definitely is good for low poly stuff, though I've seen some pretty cool stuff made, but I just prefer Blender, and that's also what Isaac uses and knows, so he can animate stuff, and it's just easier conversion. It's better. It's usually a little bit better for everyone to be on the same program on a team versus everyone's on different stuff, because then you have some conversion issues.
Blender can kind of just do anything. It's a very powerful program.
If Elijah dies due to the lack of feeding, do the cultists die too, or do they follow Elijah to the grave? Maybe you'll find out in the game. Who knows? Isaac, by the way, you should switch your little streaming profile. The brand new shiny one I made you.
I don't want to do it right now. I'm in the mode.
Takes 2 seconds.
That's not true. It's too difficult.
At least 8, true. Red P says he came from Spiff's video about the Dead Sea. Well, welcome.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a really good
Don't
one.
do that. Sorry, no, come from Spiff said that's not. I was referring to something else. I made a very funny looking lighting thing. Yeah, let's go look at. I'm just gonna look at pictures of morning lighting.
Ah! Did Armageddon just happen?
Yeah.
I dropped
That's a whiteout.
the nuke. Oh, what? No,
Anyways,
these
yeah.
portray morning lighting
Switch
as more
again.
yellow for sure. Okay, you know what? I'll go the more yellow route.
That was horrible. And anyways, Isaac, you should pull up your search history if you're really brave.
I'm not really brave. Oh
I
yeah,
thought, bro.
that does look a lot nicer immediately. Why is
What
this?
happened here?
Just get white. Oh, not green.
Gunner, by the way, I'm making the burning card animation right now.
Okay. Are we making, is it like a 2D one, or is it like a 3D?
2D. I don't know how I'd make it 3D, I'm gonna be honest.
There we go. And it's obfuscating the trees. Very nice.
What's your question?
I didn't have one.
Oh, you just want me to know? Fair enough.
Yeah, just letting you know. Well, just letting you know what I'm working on, because you're gonna be the one implementing it, so be aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the grass doing that though? Tell you one thing, that is not right.
Oh,
Good.
what do you say?
This doesn't seem like it's doing anything.
Is it because they all share the same one?
Maybe.
Oh, you're causing it. Wait, why would the... Oh my gosh.
Yeah?
I just found an interesting thing.
Interesting. What?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Thank you, Remax P, for subscribing. We appreciate it. Hello, fellow developers. Hello.
Hello.
So if I power
Thinking
this
of that
up,
British Chihuahua.
that will fix the crash.
You know what I'm talking about, Gunner? I heard you. Chihuahua that just goes, hello! That's real, too. That's real.
And true.
Happened. Would you guys recommend using Godot for 3D games? No.
Nope. Sorry.
They're heavily against it. So.
I would
2D games.
I would recommend using Unreal Engine unless you have a pretty bad PC and you just straight up cannot run Unreal. Grass still really does not look great from the back. Let me go back.
I did just code it, so I guess I can really easily give this to you though.
What did you code?
I finally have in the normal folder like all the ones that are like in the actual forest, but you'd have to go through and make all of them. Like you'd have to change all their materials to be like translucent and whatnot. So
yeah, that does sound like kind of.
I don't really know if you want to do that right now.
Probably not. I don't think I needed to get the general feel of lighting across. It'll look even better. I mean, I think, Gunnar, once I get one of these scenarios done, I can send it over to you and you can kind of make it so we can compare the two lightings. Or, well, you can just implement it and then I can show two versions of the game and people can see the difference.
Yeah.
How do y'all only have 20 likes? Y'all are amazing devs. Thank you, but what do we have 20 likes on? This video?
Like the stream?
People aren't on the grind enough. Love the graphics on this? Thank you.
They meant the lighting. I'm just kidding.
So mean.
I can't have a win.
No, they like your stuff.
Not one win.
Question, are you going to make the lighting in the game dynamic depending on time of day? If so, how are you going to do it? Yes, we are.
You will see us do that during the stream. This is just This is the first of several lighting scenarios. I'm getting this first one looking good, and then the others should come much quicker.
Yeah.
Is there any reason that there are only pine trees in the forest? There are 4 different kinds of trees. This is a fake render.
It's a small section. I'm not trying to have Isaac render an entire forest.
We have maple, aspen, crown trees, which are made up, fictitious, and then pine trees, as well as a tall variant of the pine tree. And we'll likely add
in the upper left corner. Oh, that's Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac, but he hasn't changed his thing. I bet it'd be a little bit more recognizable for the people who watched the most recent devlog if he updated it, but he's stubborn.
The video's only 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10, actually.
Have you guys
Isaac trying not to obsess over numbers in a stream challenge? Impossible.
Have you guys ever thought about making a multiplayer game? I would like to at one point, but not like a big one. Just like a party game.
At some point, cool. Maybe. The thing about multiplayer is you kind of have to build the entire game around it. So we've seen a lot of comments where it's people asking us to make Feed the Pit multiplayer, but it's just not that easy.
Yeah.
Retro 1980s style horror game because that's very scary. 1980s horror games are not scary. But in the late 90s was
the style, but
well,
like,
80s
like
was
1980s.
80s was before. 1980s was like Friday the 13th for NES.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
See,
Freddy.
we can tell with our good eyes that the grass is still not good, because when I set the sun like this, oh my gosh, why are these tufts super dark when the floor is super light?
We can make the texture opaque.
Now we have to fix it.
Well, I feel like making the texture opaque isn't going to fix it. Like, it'll just make it look.
It would be better to get the material fixed up.
I mean, slightly opaque, just so it can have something pass through.
Well, that's what this is doing. This new material thing I added, but just in a more
just
proper
not
way.
enough, sadly.
Gotcha. Can you recommend any good Blender tutorials, please? I just looked up Blender low poly, and I watched a bunch of them. For learning Blender, Isaac just gave me a quick 1 hour lesson, just the basics, and then anytime I've had a question, I'm just I wonder how I can make this work. Is you just look it up. So I kind of just look up based on specifics.
Oh, wait.
But pretty much if you look up, I think Isaac recommends one in our first devlog. That one's pretty good. What about an FPS? I don't know if I'm super interested in making an FPS. I think there's a lot of cool FPS games. I like Doomer shooters. I've been playing Ultra Kill for the first time. Yeah, Boomer Shooter, that's there. I've been playing Ultra Kill for the first time, but I don't know if I'd be super interested in making an FPS. It's kind of...
I definitely would dabble for the one
I
time.
know you would.
I would do one someday for sure.
I'm not against one,
but
by any means.
I need a unique idea, because I'm not here just to make, FPS 4000. There's so many as is.
No, that's kind of my thoughts. It's kind of like a farming life sim. I would love to make a farming life sim, but that genre is so flooded that I don't think I ever will really get a good chance.
That's valid, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
So we're not going to
Just
use
got a 3D printer, and I might print your little console thing on Dead Seat. That's sick. If you do, please drop a picture in our Discord. It's linked in the video description. We would love to see it.
That would be sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Any tips for a person who just starting Godot? If you know nothing about coding or just the engine, I'd recommend just following a quick tutorial for it, and then after that, try to make a small project like a platformer, and then just as you encounter problems while making it, you look up solutions, but try to do it as try to put as much thought into it, if that makes sense. Don't just follow another tutorial. Try to make it on your own. But I don't know if I explained that right. But
Red P asked, "What are your favorite games?" My favorite. Everyone think of 3.
Oh, that's much better.
For me, I'd say Zelda: Link to the Past.
Gunnar, look at the grass. Sorry, I just need Gunnar. Look, it made it so much better.
That's magic. I don't know you did that.
It was not.
That's
hard.
nice.
Goodness. Okay.
But yeah, for me, Zelda: Link to the Past. I'm gonna do the easy one, Minecraft. Minecraft is very inspiring. And then I don't know what's a good third one. Death Road to Canada, which they're releasing a new game shortly, and I'm so excited for it. I don't know shortly, but it's like a sequel, Death Road to Canada, in space. All right, Isaac, name 3 of your favorite games.
Just any. I have a lot of favorites.
Yeah, I think just 3 of your favorites.
I guess 3 random, less conventional favorites would be, because I don't want to just do the easy ones. Half-Life Alyx, Subnautica, and what's a real wild card? Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Ooh, I gotta play that game again.
Nuclear Nightmare. Should have said Nuclear Nightmare.
That would be a lie. Oh.
Yeah.
The shadows are not good.
All right, Gunnar, give me 3.
So I actually just quickly made 2 lists. One that's generic, but they're the games I have the most hours in and that I like the most. And then I have a list of just indie games. So generic Minecraft, Black Ops 3, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Go to games. Terraria would also be up there if I had more spots, but and then
but it's not. So he hates Terraria.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. But for the lesser known games, for the more personalized list, Dishonored 1 specifically, Katana 0, and Advance Wars on the DS. So.
Advance Wars?
Yeah,
that's a deep cut. I had it on the Game Boy Advance for a little
Fossil Fighters.
I remember seeing the commercials for that.
And Ultra Kill Ace. I also love that a lot. But yeah.
All right,
Ultra
everyone.
Kill Ace.
Let's just quickly compare.
Someone said Ultra Kill.
I'd like to compare this lighting we have currently with our normal lighting. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
there's
there it
the
is.
current difference. Now, we're going to still have some darker ones like this. We're going to get into those scenes, but much more vibrant, much more lively, and cool shadows. Yippee.
Very nice work.
Alright. I think we're almost done with the morning one, but I don't know. What do you guys in the chat think? What are your current feelings about this? This is meant to be sort of morning, early day type of vibes. Anything you would do to kind of spruce it up?
I would say make it a little bit more yellow. It kind of feels more midday than morning.
Okay.
That's valid.
Bro, I remember playing this Star Wars game on my old Disney Infinity. That was fire. What do you mean on your old Disney Infinity?
Is that a console?
No, it's a game. I remember playing this Star Wars game. Okay, you mean this Star Wars, like the Star Wars update? Like the graphics, thank you. Yellow would help. Yeah, sunrise feel. It's supposed to be more creepy. I mean,
not really.
No.
Not early in the day so much. This is like pretty much before you're encountering monsters. The ones following this will all get progressively creepier.
Currently, we have it. Monster aggression is in a way tied to the time of day. Not like it's darker, so it's angrier, but just kind of unintentionally. But we are kind of planning on slightly reworking that. So. But I mean I'm guessing the monster will, no matter what, be more aggressive as it gets later.
Oh yeah.
But they're still very much dangerous in the morning. Don't get us wrong. Morning is not safe. You are never really, truly safe. Looks really nice. Thank you, guys. MJ suggests a warmer tone, and I kind of agree with them. I think this is a little too green still.
Yeah, it's like forcing me to stay green. I'm wondering if I have a green somewhere I don't know about. Well, that is...
you could try... If you're an RGB, you could try HSV.
There you go.
But like maybe like so yellow for the morning, green for the midday, and then purple for the night.
I don't want to go too yellow.
Can any of the monsters hear you when you do stuff? Some of them, very much so, yes. Any intentions for supernatural environments like a blood moon? Not that we have planned. Not out of the question, but not that we have planned currently. Will there be a time limit on how long you have to feed Alicia? Unlikely. I don't know who that is. I'm sure she'll be fine. But Elijah, not really.
Why did the grass start getting all funky again? It's not like that in game, or is it just because the game is darker? So something looks pretty different. I'm trying to figure out why.
That's probably an engine thing.
It is, yeah. That's a little annoying, but okay. Cool. Well, Gunnar, is there a way to... Can I just copy and paste my world environment and directional light over to the next one? Because I don't want to have to
Yeah.
Okay.
Just highlight both of those nodes, right-click copy, don't just Control-C, because for some reason it like only works half the time. And then just delete the nodes in the other scene, and then paste.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Wait. Before you continue work, click on the world environments. Click on the environments arrow and make unique. If you don't do that, then changes you make to this environment will affect the other one.
All right. Cool.
So you have to do that every time.
Hey, we just got a new patron during this, by the way.
Yep, Whisker. It was Whisker.
Thank you.
But they're called Spider-Man and the Patreon, which is kind of funny because I just looked at my phone and said Spider-Man became a Patreon. I was like, oh man. Oh, what's his name? Peter Parker? Weird that he has that there.
All right.
Dry VR says, hello, just came from the Make Dead Seed in a 1-day video. Plan on being a YouTuber and starting tomorrow. I'll begin my journey to 100 subs. Your game will be on my wishlist and hope to see it soon. Yeah, thank you very much, and good luck on your YouTube journey.
Yes, yes.
If you ever had being able to hook your mic up to the game, you should add a monster that has you scream at the top of your lungs for 10 minutes to get it to leave. That sounds like a lawsuit.
It just sounds something that's just thrown off for... I don't think most people would want to scream for 10 minutes. I might want to. I feel like that might be a fun thing for the one time, but I don't know about like a whole mechanic though.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna add any mic hookups though, especially because it's just single player. So kind of just get a huge advantage by turning it off.
True.
Let's see what else. How was it working on Poppy Playtime? I don't know. I didn't work on it.
They're asking me, I think.
Nah, never.
Why are they asking you?
I mean, it was a very cool experience. I got to lead the whole project and, you know, try and make something cool. So, yeah. Interesting. These trees are going to need some backlighting too, aren't they?
Do you have anything that you signed a non-disclosure that you want to disclose?
Nope.
I almost got them for you guys.
That's crazy.
How about a bear trap monster? You're gonna love Dead by Daylight. Called the Trapper. Why are all your monsters skinny? That worm is not skinny. We have like one skinny monster. I think out of the 3 we currently have in.
Yeah, the tree spider's not skinny.
Tree spider not skinny, worm isn't skinny.
So, in the afternoon, the sun comes out brightly, and we're gonna go with almost a little bit of a green swampy vibe for this time of day.
I wouldn't go for a swampy vibe.
Again, Dead Sea. Just think Dead Sea.
But I just wouldn't go for a swampy vibe regardless.
You would
I wouldn't
do
say that was a swampy vibe.
Alright, green foresty vibe. I would consider
Much better.
it a little swampy.
We are the almost opposite of a swamp, so I just want to be sure. I only like Dead by Daylight because of Springtrap, nothing else. That's not a good enough reason. I've been playing again lately. You know, back on my addiction. You know, I relapse. That's the word. Yeah, I've been relapsed.
Comes calling to him like the Green Goblin Mask. I'm telling you.
It does. I also was playing some Marvel Rivals yesterday too. Like I've been going through the stages.
Crazy.
Yeah, they have the new season come out in a couple of days. They're adding Dark Phoenix, which is pretty cool. Hey yo, trying to start YouTube for my own devlog. Wanted to ask how you guys get clips and audio to edit into your videos. Audio question I can actually answer. We just make our own scripts and then record them, and then Gunnar and Isaac, that is a better question for you for the rest of it.
We just either film it in our game or in like the engines or the programs we're making the game in, or if it's like some other random footage, like I don't know, some B-roll of like another game or a meme, then we just download it through YouTube with like a free online downloader.
Heard it here first, folks. I don't know, man. Swamps are cool. I'd like a swampy vibe. I'm not against a swampy vibe or a swampy area in the future. It's just I feel like
you sounded pretty
like
against
Forest
it,
is the opposite. Well, it's the opposite. This is the region this is inspired off of, or at least when I was inspired off of, is Idaho's terrain. Because I was living in Idaho at the time, and I took a few cool hikes through forests. But I mean, it's the opposite of a swamp. It's above sea level.
Environment 1 and make this.
And now I live in the swamps, so which is on the other side of the country. I think the green should be more desaturated. I think the green should have a bluish tint to it. I think that would be pretty cool. Look at, like, Valheim is a good reference. Valheim has such pretty lighting. One sec, I gotta refresh the stream. I guess that my internet is just not cooperating today. Come on, Firefox. You got this. I believe in you.
Bum, bum, bum. Hi, this looks so cool. Thank you. Will the game have good optimization? You know, really hope so, but never can say for sure.
We promise it will function on day one, which is better than most games can say, so.
Yeah.
Like, we're not all running on supercomputers that are gonna, like, run at 4K and be like, why isn't everyone's computer this level?
There's definitely some artifacting going on in the grass I have to look at.
Alright, I refresh the stream, I can actually read stuff again. In my very own opinion, Chunky is the best Dead by Daylight killer. Flat wrong. Flat wrong. Chucky is not. You better wait. Let me read that again. Did you say worst? No, you said best. Okay, flat wrong. Horrible take. I hate playing. I think Chucky is so unfun to play against and play as. I would say I don't even know who the best one is. Springtrap's pretty fun. I'm a Michael Myers main. Even though he's considered like one of the worst killers in the game, I think he's really fun, and I am quite good with him. And I play pretty equally, both survivor and killer. What about some kind of mimic that disguises itself like the victim? I don't know if we'd interpret it like that, but we had an idea at one point where I don't know where we're going with that. I don't want to discuss it too much just in case we do use it. It'll be a surprise for you. Are you guys prepared for people speeding running your game once people get to it? Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. I like speedruns. Gunner.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Gunner had one of the first Poppy playtime records, so.
I did. It was beaten within like I was like one of the first, and then it was beaten within like a day, but it was still sick. So
yeah, that's actually how Gunner and Isaac met.
Is he lying?
I was just lying.
That's a weird.
Sorry, I'm on my new arc where I just flat out lie.
That is how I got monetization for my personal channel, though. That was sick.
That's how he got rich.
Yeah, when you gonna upload on that again?
I don't know. This game's kind of been taking more.
Oh, has it? Didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd that one go?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Where'd that one go?
Just happened. Okay, don't touch that.
Wait, is the stream about lighting the atmosphere in the game? Yes. Will the game have good optimization? I've already answered that. What do you like about game dev? I mean, I am a big video game lover, so it's pretty cool. I also just love seeing people's reactions to my creations. It's really cool for Dead Seat, seeing a lot of fan art of just, concepts I made, and just seeing any creations just out in the wild. Like seeing Astral Spiff's video of our game in my feed was really satisfying. But also just, I have fun doing pixel art and 3D modeling. I think there's a lot of really fun aspects about it. What about you guys?
I mean, yeah. I would agree with literally everything you said there.
Shocker. We have an inside joke that Gunner's a very yes man.
Yeah.
Like Fallout New Vegas type of yes man.
Yeah, there was a time recently where Isaac said something. I'm like, I'm down for that. And then the person was like, of course. And then he sent an image of Yes Man from Fallout.
Yeah, I sent that Yes Man image. I had that like prepared.
Mm-hmm. What to use for the tree placement? If we're talking about this scene, we just placed it manually. If you're talking about the forest, that uses an image and like different colored pixels.
What are you laughing about, Isaac? Huh? What's so fun?
I saw the icon Gunnar had for Feed the Pit project. I'm gonna open Dead Seat and kind of copy over this lighting a little bit.
Oh well, you'll get some errors because you're converting it, but
oh, right.
I mean, I think you were just micro adjusting things, just going. Well, I don't think you necessarily need to do that.
Well, I just want to. I'm looking for my own sake.
Okay. Let's see. Hi, this looks cool. Thank you. I know the game is not finished yet, but do you have a plan or a month/year you would like to release the game? We hope to release it this year.
Yeah.
Our kind of schedule is a little skewed because we got sidetracked on the Dead Seat, but we think that was a pretty worthy sidetrack.
Oh, 100%.
Holy moly! All right, this needs tweaks. Looks a lot different. Why is my mouse being dragged away?
My computer can barely run content warning, but it's worth frank. I don't know what's happening on Isaac's screen.
Yeah,
I'm trying to grab a thing and it's getting dragged away.
Double click it.
There you
Like,
his
double click
PC's
the
fighting
white bar.
back. He wants to rest.
go. Leave me alone.
Is game
My
dev
computer can barely run
actually
content
fun?
warning. Probably could.
Is game dev actually fun or just frustrating? It can be frustrating, but for the most part, it's like satisfying, enjoyable.
Feed the Pit. I mean, I think every game has its moments of frustration, but they're not true frustration. I rolled 2 1s on Monopoly.
There's days of just straight wow, I don't want to code this, and there's other days of straight bliss. When I was coding, I basically for the Death's Toll like level generation like system for that, I wrote down notes for it for like 2 hours the night before, and then the next day I just went to work and I was like, yes, this is so good. It worked just as I planned it would. I was so happy.
Vermiculo asked, played Ghostface? No. Ghostface also sucks in Dead by Daylight. I think their mechanic is so broken and it barely works. I think they're one of the most unfun killers to go against. I will give them credit, they're one of the few scary ones, I'd say. But their mechanic just does not work. Do you think Godot is best for 2D or 3D? 2D.
2D 100%. 3D, you probably should do Unity or Unreal, but
2D I recommend. I as the not programmer, the whole reason I originally pitched Godot for our first game, Death's Toll, which was 2D, was because like every devlog YouTuber I watched that were doing like long series devlogs were like all converting to Godot from Unreal, and so I was like, okay, we probably should start in this.
no.
Unity, you mean?
You can use any of the three for. You can use any of the three for
Unreal.
Unity.
I've seen Unreal and Unity, and it was before the Unity drama. It was long before that. It was just Godot finally got to a point where it was pretty good that everyone started switching over. You like playing with that specific Mike Myers item where he's stuck slow but one hit? No, I don't play Tombstone Myers. I think that's Tombstone Myers is stupid in my opinion, because even if you pull it off, you get less points for playing like that. So you don't even benefit. I have a build that's just built around playing him like his base mechanic is supposed to be played. Or Scratched Mirror Michael, which is the one where you see through walls and like can jump scare people pretty well. That one's funny.
I opened the wrong project. Tragedy.
Hey, for this game, I encourage you to play a game called Grace. It's a Roblox game. I highly recommend you playing it for inspiration, and it's fun. You lost me at Roblox.
Preston.
Isaac might play it. I am a hater.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Do you want me to send you the newest like version of the Dead Sea?
No, I was trying to get in my old lighting files.
Bro, y'all got so many links in the description. Time to click them all. You are peak consumer, and we appreciate you, Bobby Skin Shoes. I don't appreciate the name, but I appreciate the effort. How it feels to spread misinformation? True. Gonna already answered that one. I'm behind on these, but
Yeah.
I had to restart. Come back on screen. Yes, it is. What's your favorite project you've ever made?
Not looking how I wanted to.
Favorite in what aspect? I guess.
We haven't worked on many, but
Yeah, I would say Death's Toll, honestly. Death's Toll was just a simpler time. And it's a game where you can it's a game you can kind of add anything. Like for our trinkets, it would just be like, all right, Gunner, add this thing, this random thing, add a slot machine, and then you just kind of could, and it would fit our aesthetic. So I would say Death's Toll. It was just kind of simple. You could think a little less about items we were throwing in. It could just be sake of fun, and you don't have to worry about aesthetic. But I mean, it's all pretty close. I have fun making all the games I've worked on.
I would say I liked working on the Dead Seat more, but
That Seat's my close second, just because it was such a small, compact project.
the only second you mean.
Well, there's a third, Feed the Pit.
Well, that's not done though.
Well, yeah, we still work on it though. We worked the most on the Dead Seat
What was the question? I thought the question was finished projects.
No.
What's your favorite project you've ever made? It's not technically.
Well, we've made this version of the Dead Seat.
I mean, I guess.
Are
Are you guys fighting game skills? I've played a good amount of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat mainly.
Fighting games for me is 0, except for Smash Bros, which is technically a party game. Smash Bros, I'm cracked. Anything else, no. I'm not good. I'm not good at fighting games. Ice, what is a Smash Bros genre? Platform fighter?
It's probably a platform fighter.
I think that's what's considered. Yeah, like Smash Bros was like the one that I really locked in on.
I played a decent amount of Super Smash Bros, but I wouldn't consider myself like that good at it.
I at one point did consider spending some extra time getting really good to do esports at college, but the scholarship was only like $500, and it was like, I don't know, I'd have to basically work less at my side job, just like, serving to keep afloat, and I was just like, $500 is not worth that, and the team was really small, so I just kind of like,
No pants, you can't gamble. I'm sorry, no gambling this stream.
Yeah, everyone get mad at Isaac for making my internet bad.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know if bro did that.
What about local multiplayer? I don't think that would work well in this game.
This lighting is a bit different.
I don't think that would work.
To be honest, I thought Dead by Daylight was a zombie survival game until I just looked it up and say it's a survival killer game. I think you're thinking of Dying Light. I think that's what you're thinking of. Dying Light's a zombie game.
Good one though.
Sliding is much better, so let's figure out what are the key differences.
The God Rays.
Yeah, why is that not happening? Because this should be.
It's probably because the trees are much closer. I think it's more just a scene difference.
No, it's so very different.
No, I think that the sun is not creating God rays.
I found the question where you found is game dev actually fun or frustrating. I thought Gunner, when you answered that question, that the question was, is this game fun or frustrating? And I was like, why are you saying our game's frustrating? Like, I feel like if you think that, we should fix it. But yeah, it can be both.
I want to do game dev. Is Godot a good engine to start with? Yes, I would say so. I would say Godot, probably Godot, Unity, or you could also do Game Maker. I don't know how they are now, but I played with them. It sounds wild. I used it for a little bit, and it was all right.
We're gonna copy over my settings and see what happens. Oh, so much denser font.
Alistair himself says, I need to go. I love your work, and for the sky, I think a gray-blue color could be really interesting because the green, it makes it look like really swampish. Well, thank you, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day or night. And we will take that into consideration. You heard him, Isaac.
Yeah.
Bobby Skin Shoes asked the obvious question. By obvious, I mean obvious answer of what's wrong with my name. Your name is Bobby Skin Shoes.
Where do I even begin?
Probably at skin, and then shoes following that word.
Oh, I guess they're leaving. I guess they're leaving the stream now. So. Bye. And thank you for joining.
Interesting.
How do you make your enemy AI? Brute forcing it.
Is the protagonist from the Dead Seat the same as the Feed the Pit and thing you calling in Dead? Shoot, I mean.
Whoa.
Whoa, hey Isaac, don't swear on stream, man.
I didn't say swear.
You did. Clip that, chat. Is the protagonist from the Dead Seat the same as the Feed the Pit and the thing calling you in Dead Seat is the pit? No. But we're also not going to tell you what it is. I partially know because I just don't fully understand the wording of that question. You'll find out when you play, I'm sure. Goodbye, Bobby Skin Shoes. Look into changing your name.
How rude.
You really don't like their name, do you?
I just don't like thinking of skin shoes. I'm thinking of like Cloudy with the Chance of Meatball, you know, is like spray-on shoes. I'm thinking of that, but just flesh. If I wanted to become a deer, should I wander into a forest? Yeah.
I mean,
seems like generally poor advice.
I'm assuming you mean in a video game and not in real life, so the lawyers can't come for me if you disappear. But yes.
Woo!
This is my first stream. Well, welcome. Life is life. Welcome. The real pit was the sacrifices we made along the way. That is so true.
And real?
Oh, they're actually streaming themselves creating the game. I know, it's weird.
I don't like
at the end of the month we play games. So
okay, it is true that the sun is actually unbelievably bright.
yeah,
And
it's way too bright.
Can't well, this is Dead Sea.
Yeah, it's way too bright.
You can't tell though because you're under the trees, and the trees I guess just have way more coverage.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more trees. They block out the sun a lot more.
No, there's a lot more dense, but just the fact the sun is so bright that it filters through. Didn't one of you work on Poppy Playtime? Yeah, Gunnar did.
Why are you lying?
You know why?
He was a speedrunner.
I didn't work on the game though.
I was just said I'm not the best with English. Sorry, and it's 4 a.m. You're fine. I'm messing with you, Whisker. You're all good. I had a slight stroke, and that's okay. 1 stroke a day is good for you. Fun fact.
Oh.
that is not accurate. What y'all working
You gotta
on?
stop accusing me of lying.
Because you're just lying for everything.
I don't think that's true. I think you're gaslighting me into lying.
Like if I asked you for what color is the sky like in real life, you'd say like red, and I'm like.
Right now, I'd say it's kind of like a bluish grayish.
Sky.
I mean, hey, I started off saying my name was Gunnar. My name actually isn't Gunnar, guys. I'm Isaac.
There he goes again, Isaac. You hearing this?
Yeah,
I'm hearing that. Oh wait, which one are you talking to?
I saw that coming a mile away the second it left my mouth.
Good.
So
A stroke a day keeps the doctor away. Yep, that's true.
That is not
stroke
true, by the
doing
way.
numbers.
What, Gunnar?
Nothing.
Yeah, stay in line, Gunnar. Know your place.
How did you learn Godot? Because it looks pretty complicated. I mean, you just kind of got to use it, and then eventually. I mean,
Programming period, I think, is complicated.
It's not really hard for me to say. I think it's simple now, just because I use it so much and I know what every like aspect of the UI does. But yeah, basically, just get good. Sadly, like just first you can follow a tutorial, get a feel for the program, and then start making your own stuff and solving your own problems by Googling whatever code and questions you have.
Why is the game a Minecraft square? Okay, first off, just because something's square doesn't mean it's Minecraft. Second, this is just a test area.
Yeah.
The game does not... The levels are much bigger and more varied terrain. This is not... It won't be a super flat world. Hey, Isaac, by the way, when are you going to change your stream profile picture?
When I'm done lighting.
Okay, so after the stream.
Potentially.
Okay.
Maybe.
Hey, chat. I'm going to set up a poll. The poll's going to be, should Isaac change his profile picture to the new one within 5 minutes?
Okay. So when I cover it up with trees, it does start to look less ridiculous. Chat, we're learning a lot of fun things about lighting. Like I said at the start, if you don't remember, I'm not proficient with Godot. We're gonna learn together.
Alright, I put the poll up. Should Isaac change his head picture within 5 minutes after the poll?
What does within mean?
Within, it means within. It's slang.
No, it doesn't.
Anyone just joining the chat, it's slang for within. What's the new, current, and old profile picture? It's not his profile. It's in the top left. You see that guy? Oh, that's an outdated one. We have the new one that are more in line with the devlogs you saw, where he's more in an NES style. I got him a new one set up for streaming, but he refuses.
See, so why are the colors so different? They are using the same values, yet they look entirely different.
Yeah, that's true.
I do feel a little bothered, and now I have to press play because the lighting's starting to freak out. Hey, load. Learn what it's like to process properly.
How many games references are you going to have in Feed the Pit? I'm unsure. I don't really have like a set number I'm trying to get to. There is a game that's coming out pretty soon called... what's it called again? I played a demo for it.
Why is this...
Some gun.
What happened? Why is the scene chugging?
Last Report. There's a game called Last Report coming out pretty soon. And I wish I could get in contact with the developer, but they have no socials. And I found their game trailer through a YouTube channel called Game Trailers. But go check out that demo. It's pretty fun. The demo's about 45 minutes, I think. It's called Last Report, and the game drops on the 11th. So I'm going to play that. And if I can get in contact with them, I kind of want to throw just like a little statue that they have on the desk in the game at some point. So I think it's neat, assuming, the game isn't terrible on release. What was your favorite monster you made? Spriggan. Spriggan is super cool and really genuinely scary. I still pretty consistently get scared by it.
Ooh, lighting is hard. Am I right, guys? You wouldn't know.
Does he have sunglasses in that one? Yes, he has sunglasses. Alright, so I'm going to end the poll here. It's 96% said that you should change it within 5 minutes. So you have until 8:29. So keep them in mind, chat.
Come on. Load. Oh, why is the code getting worse?
The grass feels static. Will it get changed? Add a wind effect or something? It has a wind effect in-game. And it also has a bunch of variations. This is just a little test level.
I don't know what happened, Gunnar, but the lighting looks very wrong and the game is now chugging. Is it because I have another Godot open?
Why is everyone asking where the 1% went? I don't know. So there was 96 and 4%. Oh my gosh, where did the 1% go? I did the poll and it took away one of the percents from yes, now it's 95 to 4%. Isaac stole the 1%.
Urgh, lighting!
Goodbye, some random monster. Oh, that looks... Honestly, I kind of like that lighting right now.
Well, that was the first.
like
that was the first scene.
That one's a little too... That one's more of a fantasy lighting, what you have right now.
The second one? I don't know.
Whatever you're wanting.
I don't know which one you were looking at.
The one before... The one you're currently walking around in seems like a fantasy game.
Oh, okay.
Not a horror game.
It's lagging like crazy. And I don't know what's happening. And it's making me hopping mad.
He's hopping mad. You know what would make you feel better?
What?
You have 4 minutes to change your profile picture.
You know what? I'm gonna do that because I'm actually gonna restart Godot. See if that fixes my life.
Alright. Do you want to do like a be back soon screen or something?
Shut
I don't know
up.
if you got... Oh! Everyone avoid your eyes! His ugly wallpaper. Or his, what's it called? Desktop with all the things. We got a glimpse of it. That was horrible. So I have a question. I have an OC for for a game I was going to make, and he kind of looks like the old model of the cultist. Can I keep him, or am I going to be shot in the head? Go right ahead. I mean, the old model of the cultist wasn't super... Bless you. Wasn't super creative. It was kind of just... That's a pretty well done design. And there was the Shadow Wizard Money Gang, who was also like that. That's also part of the reason we changed it, is I like the more unique design we have now. N0 TTA. Gunner's muted. Was that Roblox? Isaac, was that Roblox on your desktop?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, look at that handsome new profile.
Okay, so let's see if the game runs at all now, or if we're in torture land. Yes, yes. Show me how you lighting. Okay. So this is number 1, which looks pretty good. Preston also said he likes this one. Great. Morning.
Let me say it, or the screen delay, so give it a second.
This is the one you already looked at. Oh,
Yeah, I would say that's a solid morning one.
Oh, no.
Maybe a hint more yellow, but I think overall it looks good.
Wait. Full screen, me. Full screen. Okay. Number 2 is a lot more blue colored. It's very bright in the darkness, and I don't quite know why. Why are the shadows so bright?
The new profile looks like an 80s biker turned into a Muppet. Thank you. I love that. I love that, and I don't disagree. He looks like one of the band members with Animal.
Is it because I tweaked the bias? Is that what did I do that?
I tweak the bias? No one knows what you're saying, though, bro.
It's a value. It's a thing.
Nerd. This guy.
Oh, he did update his picture.
I know, it's crazy. Someone compared him to an 80s biker, but like turned into a Muppet. And that's probably the best description I've heard of it. Why is the mic the size of his head? It's a big mic. How do you spell mic with a K? You know, we all got questions.
How's the lighting going, Isaac?
It's
Showing him off.
going okay, but it's giving me a little bit of frustration. It's not the colors I asked for.
Who's the coolest out of you three? Me. So I just thought I should answer first. Welcome, Lilac. Question for you guys: are you still going to add the Shy Guy or to feed the pit? Or since you kind of used him for the Dead Sea Monster, are you not going to anymore? The Shy Guy is the Spriggan.
Yeah.
So it's already in. That is our favorite monster.
Interesting.
You know, whenever I make textures some days, I really wish I did like the really cheap pop-out version of the low poly PS1 style of just taking a picture and like pixelating it. It'd be so much easier. Like right now, I'm like frame by frame animating like a flame moving in on the card, and it looks good. Looks really good in my opinion. But I'm on frame 3. It takes a minute. But, you know, ours is a little bit more of a distinct style with this, and I get to flex a little bit more of my art skills, so... It's fine, it's fine.
Yes! Now it's starting to not look terrible again. We are actually going somewhere good fast. I think? Chat, I think?
Maybe.
I don't know. We're gonna see.
He's stinking, chat. He's stinking.
Who's the silliest out of all of us? Probably Preston.
Thanks.
We all have the opportunity to be pretty goofy from time to time.
We all have our moments where we snap. Isaac, can you do the Joker rap, by the way?
No.
The Joker beatbox?
You know, I am gonna try and fix whatever's going on with the grass here. I don't know if it'll let me.
I'm gonna be so for real, I cannot tell the difference between...
That's
our
what I was
voices.
laughing at.
Yeah, I had a feeling between... Alright, everyone say their name. I'm Isaac.
I'm gonna... No, wait. I'm Isaac.
I'm Preston.
So, is that easier for you?
I know, I'm Gunner.
That's also why we have the little guys in the corner, which... That's a big part of the reason we switched to the NES style ones, is I was able to make them a little bit more distinct.
I feel like we sound distinct enough, no?
I'd say so.
Like, if...
I'm biased.
I will say, I know me and my brother sound eerily similar on, like, Discord, but, like, that's the only time that's ever been an issue.
I could tell by the hair. Thank you! I changed the hair on all of them, but so many people, like, couldn't tell at a glance which one was Isaac and which one was me, because we're both blonde. Yeah, even when I did do a redo on all those sprites that we never ended up using, because they were a little too similar, and then we got sidetracked with the dead seat. But it was still pretty similar, so... I did the drawing version of them, but I felt it didn't really fit the style of what we do. And also, I'm just able to do more with pixel art since I'm still decently new to digital art. I mean, I've done digital art for a while, but this is like my first time like actually coming back with like a drawing tablet and everything, and, like putting effort in for like a few years because I've switched to pixel art for a good long time. So I wanted to do the NES style, and we had a vote in our Discord too, and it was like basically a 4-to-1 vote. I can tell Gunner, but not the others.
Well, I appreciate that. And he also spelled my name right, so I double appreciate that.
That's right. Bryn is back. Welcome back, Bryn. Good luck, Whisker. I'm not going to read what you said, but good luck.
I said the original Shy Guy with a gray body and a void for a face is still to be used in the game, or no, because you guys use his body for the Dead Seat monster. That's a completely different model. That model wasn't used in the Dead Seat.
No. It was... I had to remake that. We used that as an inspiration, I think, but I remade that texture from scratch.
That model that you're talking about, though...
that's also a temporary model, too.
It's a temporary model, but it's for a monster that is going to be in the game
at some point.
Eventually.
We haven't worked on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, you three, just wanted to say I love your devlogs. Y'all are killing it. It's really cool to see all three perspectives. Well, thank you, Crimson Head Cutie. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Next time, I think we should have a viewer perspective where it just cuts to black, so then they see the reflection of the screen while they watch.
That's messed up.
I think that's just a really good call.
Now, my last major question is why are there no God rays? Those should be here.
The sun was so terribly bright.
I don't think that's it. Because I have a little clump here, and I'm turning it super bright, and still no God rays.
Have you made sure all the settings are the same?
Well, it was kind of hard to like check every single one, and then everything started crashing, so I had to close both.
Can I make a oh, sorry. Go ahead, Isaac. Finish your thought.
I'm just trying to figure out like why it kind of seems like the sun's volumetric lighting is just like big glow, nothing like angled.
I have no idea.
Can I make a reference for Elijah in a game mode in my multiplayer game? Yeah, sure. I won't stop you. I don't want to look at my face. Well, too bad. Next video is gonna have your POV.
Oh, wait.
I love how you guys read all the messages. It's so fun. Okay.
You suck.
Is it okay if I put my video in the Dead Sea channel on the Discord when I'm done with it? Absolutely. How do you decide who streams if there's no internet problems? Kind of depends on what we're all working on. For the most part, I take it because I have the most, as the artist and modeler, I have the most visually interesting stuff. Today it was a mix of internet problems, and also what I'm working on isn't very interesting at all. I'm working on a burning texture. It's not super exciting, and Isaac suggested doing the lighting, and I preferred that. Gameplay, Isaac usually streams it, and then Gunnar doesn't stream because his is programming stuff, which would not be very interesting to watch.
Yeah,
and then gameplay-wise, he also gets pulled away from his computer every once in a while. So
yeah, I've been pulled away twice so far this stream. So
yeah, he kind of gets pulled away every once in a while. So basically, for the most part, it's me on game dev, with the occasional Isaac, and then for gameplay, it's usually Isaac. But again, it depends on who's all here. There's been a couple times where Isaac missed a stream. It's just been Gunnar and I. But yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting close to 30,000 subscribers, and I don't know how many of you youngins.
I already know what he's gonna say.
Play Minecraft Hypixel, but at 30,000 subscribers, if you're considered a Minecraft YouTuber who plays on Hypixel enough, you get a YouTube rank. So if at any point you see someone streaming at midnight near when we're at like 29,000 subscribers, just know I'm trying to get the appeal for the Hypixel rank. That is like a childhood dream of mine. So if you ever just see a random stream pop up, that's me. Come join. Question to you guys: what is your favorite bands? Oh yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. All right, so I got 3. I'll say because they're 3 very different vibes. I would say my favorite band that hits the closest to home for me is Peach Pit. They're a really good indie band. But 2 other huge bands to me, because it is hard to choose a favorite. They change based on my mood. Pink Floyd and the Smashing Pumpkins. So I'd say those are currently my top 3. But like I said, I have an infrequent list on those. I listen to a lot of music. TV Girl's also really high up there. I listen to so much of them.
I've seen you listening to them.
TV Girl. Honestly, TV Girl's probably up there. I listen to so much of their stuff, and I will just shuffle my playlist until I get TV Girl sometimes. But yeah, what about you guys? What are your favorite bands? I know neither of you listen to bands really.
I just listen to what's good. I don't know. I don't.
I'm the music listener here.
What?
So I'll list 10 more bands I like.
It's like we never listen to music.
You listen to music, but you guys mostly. Gunnar, you mostly just listen to like
the right way.
Hits. True. Gunnar mostly just listens to hits, and Isaac just listens to, good music, but just.
I just listen to whatever I feel like. Like I listen to songs, not artists.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times,
I also do
artists do not make. Their music is not like consistently my thing. I might just find a song here or there that I'm like, yes. But also for me, a lot of music is attached to memory. So I like often a lot of the music I listen to is from shows or TV or games that I like, or like YouTube videos, because it's attached to like a certain memory or feeling to me. So that doesn't usually result in me finding a specific artist.
And see, I am, if I like a couple songs by an artist enough, I will go check out their other stuff, because I like listening to artists more than just like, I feel bad when I only find one song by them that I like. And so usually I like to dig and look into other things I can like by theirs, because usually if I like one song by theirs, I can like a few. There's a few case scenarios where I'm not a big fan of any of their other stuff. Like I think Vance Joy has the song Riptide. I think that is their only good song. Not a big fan of them. Riptide's good. I feel like you've heard Riptide, Isaac. Gunnar, you probably have too. Gunnar, actually, you definitely have.
Is that the...
Yeah, that song. I like that song, but I think it's their only good one. Then I guess also music take. Beatles are the best band ever, objectively, and like they don't have to be your favorite, but they just are. And I do not take any criticism to that opinion. They invented modern music in a good way, not this modern music of only pop song, like modern music as in just the how we listen to and consume music. Anyway, back to questions. Make sure, in chat, how about you share your favorite bands, and I'll judge you all.
Only Preston can, because...
I will judge you based on your favorite band. Make the fog dark blue, since it's too much. We probably will for a different lighting.
Yeah, there's 7 different lightings for the forest that we're going to have, going from noon to midnight, so there's a lot of different scenes we'll have to do.
I'm getting bothered because, like, something is distinctly wrong. Wait, in this scene, do I have a light coming off me, Gunnar, like usual?
Yeah.
I do, okay.
Yeah, you have a light coming off you.
So, for some reason, and I can't seem to figure out why, but the grass area is very dark in this scene, and in this scene, it's not. And I don't know why. And this one looks a lot better in the shadows.
It might be because there isn't land, because the land is like it's just a floating square. Maybe the grass on the edges is like brighter.
Well, no, it's the same grass environment in both. It's just the lighting is behaving differently. I can't figure out why.
One thing in the future I'd like to look into for our lighting is, I know Minecraft, the new official shaders they have, Byron Visuals, I know they do this, but basically lock these shaders to a pixel grid. I think that will help hit the style a little bit better. But that's at some point. We don't have to do that right now, obviously.
I don't know if there's an easy way to do that.
If it's a thing where it's not, I mean, our dithering effect will already kind of do that, but just a way the lighting doesn't outdo the graphics of the game, and it feels like it doesn't fit.
Well, whatchamacallit? Oh, you mean have the lighting like to a pixel?
I'll show you. I'll pull up Bedrock and just stream it to you quick. Kind of explain it. I'll keep reading through chat while this loads, though. Hello, this is my first time coming to one of y'all's streams. Glad to be here. Welcome, Vulture Max. We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Who is the best drawer in the group and does concept art for the monsters? That is me. I do all the concept art and all the art. I'm new. Welcome, Sheepman997. What are the opinion of each of you in Quake? I have Quake for the Nintendo 64. I have not played it yet.
Quake is really good.
I think we've spent enough time on these 2 lighting scenarios, so let's go ahead and jump to a later one. I think everyone's sick of looking at the same ones.
Yeah.
Are there any other game jams you're eyeballing this year? Very unlikely. We want to finish this. Did you have something you were saying, Isaac? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm moving over to the next scene. So this one is going to be midday, and it is going to be white.
Make sure to make the environment unique.
Yeah, just did that. So this will be our very, just kind of misty standard type look. Fog's going to be pretty thick in this one.
For you, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I hear they're really good. I haven't given them much of a chance, but I know their fans like them quite a bit, and they're really good about getting music out. So, solid take. 9-Inch Nails, that's a good choice. I have some really good stuff. My favorite song by them is probably Closer. Recently I've been listening to character rap battles. Good for you.
I'll say there's some validity to that.
Surf Curse. What's that one Surf Curse song? Is it Disco? I like Disco. That's a fun one. Let's see. They're one of the bands where I like recently started listening to them, so I would like to listen to more of their stuff. I think I might have another song on there on my playlist. I'm not sure. I think you must add an entity. It's called the Fake. Try to look at specific. Sacrifice. Close. So another mimic type recommendation. We had some of that earlier in the stream. I don't listen to a lot of music, also tied to memories, but I enjoy Journey, Rise Against, My Chemical Romance, and Veronica's. I'm not a big fan of Journey. I don't like... One of my big music hot takes, I do not like 80s music very much at all. I think... I don't like the 80s decade very much. I think 70s is super peak music, 90s is the best decade in music. I think 80s was just very... It was a lot of pop culture kind of stuff, and a little bit less in the artsy way, in my opinion. But also, there's some bands I do like from it. I like Metallica. I think they have some good stuff.
There's one Journey song I used to listen to a lot. I forgot what it was called.
Don't Stop Believin'?
No.
Rise Against. I think they made the song Savior, right? I like that song. MCR I never got into. I'm not much into emo music. Midwest emo, yeah, but not emo.
Because there's a massive difference.
There is a massive difference, Gunner. I don't know if you've actually heard the difference, but it's huge.
I know it's as big as you're making it out to be, though.
I think you'd be shocked. I'll show you after stream so we don't get
I don't care enough. I'm sorry.
I'm going to show you one. Bro.
I really do not.
Bro is frankly not interested.
I really do not. I'm sorry.
Very big difference.
I'll take your word on it then.
More into musicals than bands. You know.
Or is it you?
It's at you. I think I saw you on the server listening to Hamilton the other day. Your Spotify shows. Wonder what cool new monsters you're adding. Lighting.
I think they just mean in general. But...
we're adding the sun. It's kind of like It's like Hollow Knight. This is the enemy. Its ability is it flashes your screen randomly, trying to make you see you in real life. Preston, do you have any recommendation in a low poly 3D modeler software that's free and it's not Blender? Nope. I guess Blockbench is like the only one I can think of. I used Crocotile for a little bit. I know some people like it. I didn't find it very intuitive though, especially compared to Blender. So I would say Blockbench.
I will also note Blender is free, but it's now also on Steam. So
on Steam for so long.
So ease of access. I don't know how long it's been on Steam, but I feel like it
has. They said not Blender though, so I'm assuming they tried it and they just weren't a fan. So I would say Blockbench. I was talking to Fire the other day, and they were saying Blockbench was really good. My fiance and I are seeing Hamilton live in September. Pretty pumped. Have fun with that. That seems fun. I had a lot of friends who were in theater in high school, so I did end up going to a lot of their plays and musicals. So this is not really my thing. I mostly just went to support them. Guys and Dolls gave me appendicitis. Stuff like that just happened.
Blender's been on Steam since 2015. I thought it was a lot sooner than.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've only ever known it on Blender, so.
Alright.
I already used Blockbench? Well, there you go! You're all set. Oh yeah, Crocotile is like $20 or something, so. that one knocked out the free. You're pretty limited if you're looking for free software, but I do think Blender is the best for these kind of things. It also has a bunch of add-ons and plugins you can do, and a lot of tutorials.
Blender is worth the trouble of learning it, because it is just so powerful, especially considering it's like completely free. You won't find a better free program for modeling than Blender. And it's open source.
Except maybe Blockbench for low poly, but it only does low poly.
It's limited. It's just more worth your time to learn a less specialized software, something a little more general use, because in Blender you can do almost any 3D thing you want. Even some 2D stuff. They have 2D tools. They're not. I haven't really used them much, though, because it's not really my forte. But
and I messed with planes a little bit in billboarding, but that's about it.
Alright, so
I'm gonna listen to this while working on my GAM. Good luck on your GAM. Speaking of music, is there any Feed the Pit music right now? No, we haven't. That's more of a closer to end kind of thing. We mostly, I guess there's like a couple things, but I wouldn't say it's like any songs. Like that.
For this sort of style, are there any add-ons you'd especially recommend with Blender/Godot?
Blender, there's two that I've been using lately. It's pixel density and I think it's like textile. Mort made a really good video on doing low poly, so go check out his channel, and he goes over them and how to use them.
What the heck?
After the stream.
Oh wait, I know why that's happening.
I will say I know a lot of Godot YouTubers who like do low poly or like Quake-like games. They use a Trench Boom for modeling. So that's not really a plugin, but that's like something you could use.
Weird. By the way, Gunnar, I'm trying to figure out how to turn on vibrant visuals right now. So I am still trying to get that set up so I can show you the shader. I had it on at one point, but now it's like not letting me enable it. So it's like weird. Maybe it's like a preview feature.
That thing happening at the base of trees is really weird.
Someone remind me to get ice cream in 10 minutes. Okay, at 9:03. Or I guess, oh shoot, we're all in different time zones. In 10 minutes, someone remind them. For this sort of style, I already answered that. Setting a 10-minute timer. Question from Bryn. Would you rather make another small game like Dead Seat and take two times as much time to make Feed the Pit, or just actually work on Feed the Pit? We're finishing Feed the Pit. We can have like one game to break up because it was a longer game, but I feel like if you're doing more than that, then you probably just shouldn't be making that.
Hold on, everyone. Godot crashed.
Uh-oh. We might get a glimpse of his ugly desktop.
Booting up. Hold on. Everyone, shut up! I'm fixing it. Oh, that's fast.
He gets like that.
Hey guys, it's back.
Whenever I'm awake for 24 hours, I just get the best ideas, but as soon as I will forget everything, so you gotta write it down.
Yeah,
you gotta go into a frenzy and write it down.
There was one night where I was like, I don't know, I was having a slight crash, just mental crash out, and I was just like writing random vague ideas just all over a note card. Like in the dark too. Like there was some that were overlapping in the morning. I was just writing them. But in question on if we'd rather make it, yeah. I mean, I probably another small game in the future. Honestly, it was a really nice turnout, definitely beneficial. So
I would definitely like to make another small game, yeah. But currently, our priority is just...
we are finishing Feed the Pit.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we have to make a second small game in between, Feed the Pit's ran its course. Yeah. Then we clearly don't want to work on Feed the Pit.
Did I see Isaac was 4,700% over?
Ignore that.
That's crazy.
Ignore him. Ignore that. I don't know what's going on with the grass here, but that seemed to fix the darkness issue I was having. So that's good. Lighting 1 is maybe a tad bright. It looks pretty good. Lighting 2, very vibey. Afternoon, kind of greenish. Lighting 3, sort of a smog type feeling as things get a little more uncomfortable. Probably make the fog a little brighter.
How to turn on vibrant visuals in Minecraft. There we go. Okay.
Okay, not figure.
Go to settings. Well, no, it's just not letting me select it. Look for graphics mode options, then vibrant visuals. Okay. Allow in-game graphics mode switching. Okay, I'll enable that. Okay, it's on. All right, we're good. If you're creating a new world, you might need to enable vibrant visual under experimental. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's like on world creation. So.
Enough. There we go. Bit more midday cold. Maybe a little too blue though.
That's gorgeous, man.
I like that. It's not bad. The gray smog might be a little spookier.
Kind of just looks like our old lighting.
Yeah,
Like all those in our current.
that's kind of the point of that lighting scenario.
Yeah.
It's not that purple. It's actually probably not purple enough. Whoa! Alright. Wait, is it not? The color is not changing. I'm not saving. There we go. It's running out.
I guess it's everyone's experience.
Restore me. Restore me. I think I'm okay. I think I'm back. Hey guys.
We're so back to that.
Sorry.
Time to switch back to me. Isaac's internet's broken too now. We just got to go back and forth.
It's almost 2 hours. We shouldn't be streaming for.
Yeah, I think get this lighting figured out. I want to do some nighttime lighting too before we end stream.
I'm rushing over now into, I believe, so it should be sunset, dusk.
The person wants us to use that Starry Night Sky we haven't used since the first version, basically.
It looks so good.
Okay, make unique. All right, we are now on my favorite, sunset.
Oh, I think I figured out why, Gunner. I figured out why I can't get it working.
Why?
I think I have a global resource pack that's like making it so I can't have it on.
Turn it off.
What I'm doing. Deactivate. Yo. Nope. Okay. I'll send a picture. I'll send a postcard. Dwams says, Sup, I played Dead Seat for the first time this week and loved it. Your games are so cool. So excited to feed Elijah. Well, thank you very much. We're really excited for you to feed Elijah as well.
Yes, yes.
Let's see how.
Oh, that was a nuke explosion, Isaac.
My bad.
I love just every once in a while, just like the sun just gets way too bright, and it looks like the beginning of Fallout 4.
Okay. Environment 1. It's okay. A lot of artifacting going on with the grass. We're gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Or maybe it won't happen in the actual game. Who knows? Environment 2.
It's artifacting.
What? Like, if you watch the grass, it's just like kind of blinking back and forth between like dark and bright. Yeah. Environment 2, a little more of an enchanting kind of fog. Environment 3. We get sort of this midday. Okay, hold on. I actually don't like this one. Pause, chat.
Immediately he was like, actually.
Folded.
All that.
Like the laundry, little bro. Ice cream time? No, it's too early. It's got 2 minutes. You think this will be for mobile? Next question. No. I don't think this is going to be able to run on mobile. This is a quite sizable game.
Anyway. And then... Wait, that was the environment we were already in. That was a joke chat. Oh.
Chat, can we get some laughing emojis?
And then the sunset starts to roll in. And that's when you know that's when you know it's over. That's when you know you're screwed.
Yeah.
That is all automatically looking pretty hot. It always looks good when you make the forest orange, just being real.
Yeah, that's true. You guys ever seen Over the Garden Wall? That's like the whole premise.
Nope.
You haven't seen Over the Garden Wall? I said you saw it. Bro, get on that.
I probably saw like one episode when I was a wee little lad, but like, no, I don't know.
Bro, go what? I thought we told you to watch it like a long time ago. We were working on Death's Toll.
You probably told me to watch it, but I never watched it.
Bro.
Despite that fact, it remains unwatched.
You'll watch Snow White in theaters, but you won't watch Over the Garden Wall?
You didn't have to expose him like that.
Oh, sorry, let me rephrase. He watched Snow White in theaters alone.
Okay, but you have to think about it, alright?
No, I don't.
One of them is a theater experience that lasts 2 hours, and the other one's going to cost me like 2 days.
It's an hour and 30 minutes, Gunner. It's 10 to 15-minute episodes.
Oh, yes.
You tell me it's only 2 episodes?
10! Season? It's 10 15-minute episodes.
Oh. It's only 1 season?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an hour and a half. It's movie length.
Oh, okay. Never mind, I guess.
You're a little convinced now. Wait for fall, though. Don't watch it now. You gotta wait for fall.
Oh, now you're telling me to wait? Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta wait for fall!
Nah. I'm never watching it now.
I hate you. You're off the team. Anyone a programmer in the chat?
I mean, there's the one guy in the
there's that
who knows how to.
There's a dumb bird in the Discord. You know, Gunner, you maybe you should shape up a little bit, man. Maybe those demos should get out a little faster.
Listen. No, he knows his stuff.
Oh no, we have there's a guy in our Discord named Dumb Bird. I don't know if you're in the stream, Mr. Bird, but they have been very helpful on helping people bug fix.
Yep, and he knows a little bit more about like just general stuff with Godot, so he's been telling me a few stuff.
Cheeto dust is clogging the forest. All right, banned.
Mods, crush his skull.
I don't think we have any of our mods here. Just me. No, I'm not doing it.
Mods,
it's failure vibe.
send
Don't let anything happen to him.
That's true. Go place your dirt, little bro.
Who else is gonna fireball us constantly in Skywars?
Now I've submerged it fully in yellow.
This is the Cheeto
Word
dust.
in the piss dome. Dun 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 dun.
I'm back. What did I miss? Cheeto dust now.
Joe, that's Wars Isaac. That is so Cheeto colored.
No, I know that was the joke.
Okay, good. I was like, that is the most Cheeto it could get. Why do I keep hearing a howling? I think I'm going insane.
You live in Florida. That howling is in person.
What?
There's wolves around you, man.
Wolves don't live in Florida, Gunner.
They could definitely move down there.
Yeah, they can move.
They're endangered. I don't think they can right now. I think they're preoccupied.
Actually, it might be. Actually, it's probably just dudes. It's Florida, so.
I think it's my girlfriend playing The Sims. I think I'm just overhearing The Sims just like yapping. .1% chance to spawn Cheeto every new game, and its presence is announced via the Cheeto Dust Fog? Absolutely not.
I'd probably make it like a 1 in a million chance.
I added Cheeto dust to Minecraft. I feel bad for Texas, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's not great. Prayers to anyone living in Texas right now. Hope you all are doing alright.
How hot is it there right now?
They are flooding and people are dying.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
Yep. Prayers out to them.
Yes, yes.
I hope that everyone lives, and it's not out of selfishness for more viewers. I just genuinely don't want people to die.
You really did not need to add that last part, dude.
Maybe adding that did make it seem a little I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I need to shut my mouth
Bro,
sometimes, you know?
Bro yaps about views nonstop. It's like, man, I hope more people are alive so I can have more viewers.
That, you know what? I'm just on the grind. I'm sorry. Sorry, I want to get things done.
Sorry I grind too hard.
Alright, I think we'll settle on this sunset lighting for now. It's looking pretty poggers. Which means now we get to move on to some dusk lighting. Whoa. What is dusk, you ask? It's like sunset, but a little different.
But a tiny bit after.
But deeper, basically. And more and later and
cooler color-wise. Yeah.
Is dusk your word of the day?
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
Yeah, allegedly.
Oh, okay.
I'm convinced Isaac has like a word of the day calendar.
Dusk reference? I should play that game again.
You want to hear a funny thing about Dusk? So I was going through Steam, and I saw a game that was called like Dusk.
You're right. That's hilarious. Oh, you didn't finish.
It was called like Dusk like 89 or something like that, or 86. I was like, oh, is this like a retro horror game? That's really cool. And I started playing. I'm like, this is odd. Is this a reference to something? And then I remember Dusk was an actual game, and that was just like a pixel version of it. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, no, Dusk, the normal one, is very good.
I thought it was going to be like a Faith kind of game. And it was not.
I also have not played Faith.
I haven't played Faith. I watched it all the way through, and it's one of those games. I'll probably play it in the future when I forget more of what I saw, so I can play it a little bit more blind. It is really cool, and I have huge respects to the creator. Remember that project he did with Molly Moon? Like him, the Hands of Doom guy. There's another big creator that like made a little game with her.
I have no idea, sadly.
This is when we are about to enter the nighttime death sprint. Already looks pretty good.
We're about to enter the pit.
Might make it a little more brown, which is not a pretty color, but is a good color for this sort of thing.
Simply a color. Thoughts on watermelon? Scrumptious.
Yeah, watermelon's good. Someone explained a watermelon salad to me the other day, and I was pretty upset.
Sorry, I made just the scariest lighting.
This is the scariest light ever.
My bad. Hold on, let me just...
I do like the red.
The red is cool, but...
It's not really a good place to use it right now, but it is cool. But someone described a watermelon salad, and it was like, you know, you'd think it's like a fruit salad kind of thing, but no, it's just you use the watermelon as a bowl, and then it's a normal salad with like feta cheese sauce. And it's like, who let you in the kitchen? Who left you unattended?
So we go from this niceness to this
Evilness.
Mysteriousness to this awkwardness to this awesomeness to this not so goodness. And now it's time for night. All right, and I will probably be touching all of these up later, but you know, we're over the 2 hour mark of this stream, so I'm just gonna kind of run with what I got. Okay. Night's time.
Next, we're gonna have a coconut salad. Coconut salad would be better than watermelon salad. Coconut, at least, like, I feel like a little bit of coconut sprinkles on a salad would be fine. Just like watermelon with feta cheese sounds abysmal.
That is so
Like,
weird.
coconut you could get away without, like, having to taste any of the coconut somewhat, at least. Will Feed the Pit have a hard part like Suffer mode? Not planned as of now. I do feel like that's a game that would feel... Feed the Pit would be a harder game to get feeling like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like if they added like FNAF 2020 to like Security Breach.
Yeah, it's like, doesn't really, it's not like the same, it wouldn't really fit the same because it's not the same like genre, or not, like, it's not the same gameplay loop, I should say.
Yeah, we have less control of all the factors. So yeah, that is somewhat sadly a little unlikely. But we will have other cool modes, and it is also a longer game, so you'll have plenty more content than just the normal mode, hard mode, like Dead Seed that only takes an hour. Feed the Pit, even from just our testing version of just only having 3 monsters in the tutorial level, is 2 hours without dying. So there's already quite a bit of content, and that's about half of the monsters we have. So it'll be a good length, and again, that's without dying.
Huh. So this sun isn't really creating any light. Oh. What? Strange.
Last question: will you guys reference any other games you have in Feed the Pit?
Oh! I fell off the edge. Just wanted to show you guys.
Oh, wow, that stream delay is bad. Yep, that's great. Last question: do you guys have any reference to any of the other games in Feed the Pit? I am sure we will. I like the throwing reference. I mean, there's a reference to Death's Toll and Dead Seat. I'm sure I'll put Dead Seat reference in and some Death's Toll references. Honestly, there will probably always be a reference to our past games. I just like doing that. I think it's funny, even if it's super small or just an achievement or something.
Yeah.
We have had the muffin stream. Will you consider the watermelon salad stream? Sure, I'll consider it. Have you watched South Park? No. I don't have too much interest in South Park, to be honest.
I've seen a few episodes. It's funny to me, but I never will go out of my way to, like, in my own time, watch it.
There's a few other adult cartoons I'd rather watch over it. Like Bob's Burgers. I've seen a bunch of Bob's Burgers, but like actually sitting through and watching through it. King of the Hill. I've been a little interested in. I like the dry humor of it. What if you were only a pair of floating teeth and had to eat a watermelon? I'd eat a watermelon, yeah.
No? Wasn't some...
I mean, I have to, so it's not like I have a choice, but... I can just see the video. Markiplier plays Feed the Pit. Why would Markiplier title his own video Markiplier plays the Pit?
I was thinking that.
Honestly, I can't see that video. Bob's Burgers is really good. Yeah, Bob's Burgers is really good. But if you were a singular tooth and had to eat a watermelon, you couldn't. There's no way to swallow.
Why are we downgrading at this point?
Weird. So at a certain point, the sky becomes visible.
Yeah, you can. You can, like... No, Frisco Bar, you can't. You can't eat a watermelon with one tooth. If you three were stuck in a room for a long period of time, who would be eaten first? Isaac.
Answered a little too quick, in my opinion, but
Yeah.
Sorry, let me try again. If you three were stuck in a room for a long period of time, who would you eat first? Probably Isaac. Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
you guys can't see it, but I'm doing some. Okay, wait, actually try this over now. Trying to mess with this lighting here, so then when you are outside of the shadows, you do get a little color in the sky. This is before midnight. There's like a deeper night, which is basically pitch black, but this is like just quite late in the day. It's kind of hard to know how to do this lighting. It sort of feels a little awkward no matter what. Also, the light around me is humongous, Gunnar. I can see so much.
I do think... I don't dislike the blue, but I do really like a gray sky. But I think blue would be a little bit more fitting for the woods, so... I think I'm
gonna just go less. Oh no! Please.
I think it's a little too blue right now.
Yeah, I agree. Let me. I don't even know where the colors come.
As an indie game developer, I ask you, how the hell do you manage your time? We set kind of goals for the week. At least I do, because I have another job, so it's a little harder for me to get the hours. But we have a timesheet where we all enter our times. I find it easier to try to reach those times when I know what I'm shooting for. I find myself pushing a little bit extra to hit that time than if I was just like, all right, that's good enough. I'm gonna go do something else. So timesheets can help.
Gunnar, this dithering,
especially if you're on a team.
You can like see the cross in this.
Yeah, I feel like that's. I feel like that was.
It's probably because you changed the resolution.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but that's.
It's showing the dithering 4 times. That's what's happening. I think.
because the game is scaled up and the dithering isn't.
It's not scaled up 4 times though, so I don't know why I would be doing that.
Well, it's scaled up.
No, it's not scaled up at all. It's showing it 4 times.
Yeah, this would be. It's about double. Is the game like double?
It's not. It's not doubled. Probably.
But
actually, I'm curious when I look at it.
If you were in a glass store and new glass gave you nutrients, but it was still glass, would you eat it? No.
I would eat glass in the glass store for no nutrients.
Okay, so I'm not bringing you to a glass store, but
okay, actually, it's about double the picture.
Like I'm not like, man, I'd eat that if it had any nutritional value. I'd love to put glass in my mouth, but like if it tasted like rock candy and didn't cut my mouth open and kill me, then sure, I'll have some rock candy at a normal store.
Let's see. So, what happens if I
What if you were a pinky finger and you had to eat 50 Super Mario Galaxy game cartridges? They did not come on a cartridge. Do you mean the disc?
But
you
have to eat game cartridges.
Okay, what cartridge? NES, Super Nintendo, N64, DS, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, 3DS. What are we talking here? Nintendo Switch.
Mario Galaxy.
Well, which cartridge?
It's a Wii cartridge. I know the Wii doesn't have cartridges, but you have to. Them's the rules, pal.
Bowl made of rock candy, $1 million idea. I mean, they use sugar glass in for breakable glass in like movies. So you're beaten.
Wasn't Super Mario Galaxy a disc, not a cartridge?
Yes, Gunnar, that's took you.
That was the crux of the discussion.
Isaac, Gunnar's down the block right now.
I was confused with what you guys were even yapping about, and then I was reading the question.
Alright. Good enough for this night, and then let's just do, of course, the final setup, which is completely and totally night, with no lighting whatsoever.
What do you think about a crash card for Dead Seat? I think you should play the Dead Seat, and then you'll find out our opinion on having a crash card in it.
I love Mario Galaxy on the Wii, but I never ended up finishing it. You should do that.
I only played it when I was really young, and I haven't played it since. I know it's great, but I haven't really touched it since I was a kid. I don't own a copy either, so I'd have to go buy one, which I'm sure they're so expensive.
I do. I'll drive down to Florida. Trust.
Appreciate it.
I'm not going to. So
have you eaten moss? No. I would though. You can eat moss and Death's Toll. And then I remember we had like a tester named Moss Eater or something, and I was like, huh, they're gonna really enjoy this game.
Alright. Let's see. Does night look... Yup. That is unpleasant. So that is pitch black night, and then meanwhile, the night before that is just a bit of ambient brightness around.
Welcome, Frosty Fawx music.
Sky, but...
I prefer having physical copies of games rather than digital. Absolutely, I am a collector. Wii is one of those consoles I haven't collected much for, so I only recently got my very own Wii. 'Cause, the other one is just like at my parents' house. But my grandma moved and she had a Wii. She's like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I don't have too many games for my Wii collection, but my Game Boy collection is the biggest. Then it's probably NES and then Super Nintendo, and N64.
Yeah,
But I don't have a Nintendo console besides the Wii U and an original NES. I have a replica one. I think that's it. Oh, and then the Switch 2.
You've done that twice now, Preston, where you say Switch 2 as in TOO and not the number 2.
Sorry, Switch 2. That was a typo.
But you said Switch TO that time.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, typo. Switch 2.
There you go.
Yeah, well, oops. I think we have a pretty okay setup for the lighting scenarios. I need to fix the first one. There's some bugginess going on with it, but let's look at the results of today's stream so we can let you all go and have a, nice rest of your evening. So,
Why do you say let them go like they're obligated to watch the stream?
They are. We picked
it's like
them.
so we can let you guys go because we know you hate being here and that's why you showed up.
All right. We start off with our slightly funky and apparently quite laggy for some reason morning environment. Very big and bright. Gunnar, how quickly could you put any of these in the game?
Not quick enough for the stream.
Like, even just one to run around the environment with? No? Okay. So, you guys unfortunately won't get to see the results in-game, but we will show them off next stream, which will be next Monday. But here is the first one, morning, and then we have afternoon. I don't know why they're chugging so bad, but the afternoon.
Probably because of all the things you did.
I don't think so, because it only chugs sometimes. Who knows? We'll see. If it is laggy, then we're gonna have a whole other bunch of problems to solve. But we have our kind of nice, beautiful afternoon. Oh, I can't load 3. Is it because it's unsaved? Nah, it's just bugging. Give me another try.
He says, "Let me see my family quit yapping."
Nope.
See, that's the only way to keep streams a little longer is if you ask Isaac if you can leave. That's the only way you'll ever get out of a longer stream.
This is
or if I'm streaming.
This is our midday smog. Okay. Frick! It won't load.
What's not loading?
It's just sometimes when I try
I'm really glad he didn't overreact there, Gunner.
Sometimes when I try and run to the environments, it doesn't let me in.
Weird.
Moss eating stream at 30k subs?
Oh my.
No, I'll be playing Minecraft Hypixel. I'll be too busy.
And then we get to our gorgeous sunset, which is definitely not a premonition of bad, scary lighting to come.
Or Cheetos.
Invalid access to
favorite Cheetos?
property key physics frame. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why it's an issue now, but I'll fix it for myself. Yes.
Wait, Isaac, what's that drawing of a cat?
Ignore that. Okay. Into
Is that what you
environment.
do all day?
Into environment 5, the after sunset, aka dawn. No, dusk. Dawn is the early one. And
Big
then
Dawn fan here.
we go into
Kidding. I'm
night.
not a morning person.
Watch this, it's gonna crash. Oh my gosh, it worked, but I went to the wrong one. We have night number 1. Guys, don't click off. You're not allowed to leave yet. Class is not dismissed. I'm about
to click off.
Alright. Environment 6. Boom. Almost night. When you go out, it gets a little bit bright. You see a little bit of a hint of life out there. And then, finally, yes, full night. This is when the game is scary and you die. What's your guys' favorite? What's your favorite lighting? The sunset, the enchanting afternoon? What's your preference? You know, I'd love to hear, because we're about to end the stream. Man, my music must have ended a while ago, too. I'm so terribly sorry. There you go.
If you could eat only one fruit for the rest of your life, what fruit would it be? I feel like apple would be the best. Hey, I'm trying to say something here. I feel like apple would be the best fruit to eat. So I feel like there's so many different apples that you could have. You could still spice it up without, like, feeling like you're eating the same thing over and over.
I'd rather just have bananas.
Shocker.
I mean, shocker.
I just think it's funny to say shocker to that.
All right, that is going to wrap up our stream for today, though. Sorry it was a little all over the place, but, you know, lighting, hey, it's a confusing task. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you're excited to see how it looks in-game. We'll get that released and shown off next stream. So.
Do you mind if I say a couple things?
Oh, sure.
Thank you all for watching! We appreciate you! Gunnar, go ahead.
Thank you, guys. We will see you in the next stream!
On Monday.
Goodbye!